Girls, day 29, boot camp, one day left. It's gone so fast. I've had fun. I hope you've had fun too. Today, I just want to give you some suggested verbiage for recruiting and for talking to people about the business opportunity. Huge, huge, huge part of this to me is just not being that person. One of my friends and fellow founding members who lives in Minnesota calls them cart turners. She says, those people you see in Target and you're like, oh my God, I'm going in the other aisle because I know she's coming and she's going to talk to me about Beauty Counter and about joining her team and about the comp. I'm like, you don't want to be like that. You want to kind of be, approachable and sincere and a little bit mellow and not intense. So here are some scenarios that I've been thinking of and kind of some lingo you could say. The first is what we talked about the other day, which is if you have a hostess who, you can tell through setting up the social, having the social, that she could be good. You just look her in the eye and just say, have you ever thought about doing this? I think you could be really good at it. Okay. And maybe she says, yeah, you know what? I would. Take her out to coffee and talk to her more about it. Okay. So let's say she says, she's like, no way. I could never see myself doing this ever. And if it's true for you, because it's true for me, I always say, I never thought I would be doing this ever. So if you want to hear more, let me know. And if it's a no, a hard no, then you just say, awesome. I think you'd be terrific. I'm always looking to grow my team. If you know anybody who you think would be good, certainly send them my way. Fine, done. Another person could be, here's something you could say to somebody at a social, a guest at a social, who you can tell is asking a lot of questions. It's generally a sign that seems really into it, that's giving you some signals. I would say like not in front of the whole party because you're going to put her on the spot, but like maybe when you're checking her out or if she's grabbing her purse, just say like you asked a lot of good questions. Are you thinking about doing this? And same as before, it could be a yes, it could be a maybe. If it's a hard no, ask for a referral. But acknowledging that she's asking some of the good questions is a good way to go in and find out more. Another way, suggested thing you could do is if you're new at this, which I know many of you are, and you're not comfortable, dude, it's taken me 2.5 years to get comfortable with it. Ask a friend if you can practice on them. I practice actually on my kids all the time, but they're not old enough to join. But if you have a good friend, just say, would you mind if I practice on you? And you know what? You never know. You never know. And you get the practice and you never know. And one of the, somebody who that does direct sales who I respect a lot, kind of likened talking about the business opportunity to breastfeeding, which made me laugh very, very hard. All of you breastfeeding mamas will appreciate this. She said at first, it's kind of like, it sucks and it's hard and you don't think you're doing it right and it's painful. But the more you do it, dude, you can whip it out anywhere and just do it, which is kind of funny, but I do think that analogy is true. It certainly is true for me. Just looking at my notes. Okay. Here's something else you could say to a friend, a friend from the gym, somebody that you really do think would be good at the business. Throw them a compliment. Say, Sarah, you're so organized and I know you have so much on your plate, but I think you'd be great at Beauty Counter and I know you could fit it in. If she says no, you gave her a compliment and make it sincere, make it the true reason why, you think she'd be good. Worst thing, you complimented her, what's wrong with that? Throw out a compliment and you never know. Again, you never know. Those people that are on the fence, and I know we all have those. Michelle Nadell, oh my gosh, has had people on the fence, like ridiculous on the fence. They've asked for information, you've met for coffee, you've this, that, and the other thing. I have somebody currently on the fence now. She's been on the fence since, when did we go to Westlake? June. So it takes time. It just takes time and it takes patience. And sometimes those people end up being duds. I'm going to stick with this girl because I think she really, really could be awesome. But what do? You invite them to something. If they're local, which is great, invite them to your monthly meeting. Because guess what? If they go with you, they're going to see not only how revved up you are, but all these other great people that do Beauty Counter. If they're not local, invite them to something like this girl I sent to the opportunity call the other day. But that's a good way to restart the conversation and hopefully get them off the fence, um, without feeling like you're pressuring them any further. And that's the thing. It's about them. It's not about you, as I tell my kids a lot. Um, so you don't want them to feel like you're pressuring them because of your timing, but by inviting them to something, it might just help move the conversation along. Okay, sort of related to this, those people that disappear. I do have a friend that like last spring was like, I'm going to do this when the kids go back to school. Been calling her, trying to set up coffee, you know, send her an invitation to listen to Greg's call. I'm kind of getting radio silence. A lot of it's timing. Again, the timing's got to be right. It's not your timing, it's their timing. So you kind of want to stick with it. But something you could say if you run into this person and be casual and sincere, and this could go in like a Facebook message too. I just thought of you and Beauty Counter. I'm just checking in. I don't want to be a stalker, but are you still thinking about Beauty Counter? And if not, it's totally fine. I just didn't want to give up on you. And don't give up on people. Really don't. I mean, I have a handful of you out there that are like, I wish I had said yes the first time you'd asked me. So, you don't want to be a stalker, but don't overthink it and don't give up on people. And check in. I mean, it's like when people ask me about a tennis league, I was thinking about it in June. Guess what? It's not going to work for me now, but I'm glad they asked me. Imagine if they didn't ask me. I'd be like, what? They don't think I'm good enough to play with them? They forgot about me? Check in. It's fine. Just don't be a stalker. The last scenario, I don't know if this has happened to you, but it has happened to me. This is more like a social media or a Facebook thing when somebody's posting like, I need a job, or my husband got laid off, or, now we have 3 kids in college. You're getting the sense that there's some financial need. I would send a private message, text, email, and just say, I'm sure 1,000 other people are trying to hire you. And I'm not sure how much money you need to make it work, but I'd love to tell you more about Beauty Counter. The financial opportunity is insane. And just say, I'm making, X $100,000 a month. I'd love to tell you more if that would be enough or cover what you need. That's like straight out. You're being honest. You're sharing facts. You don't want to pounce. You don't want to be a pouncer. And you're making it about her. And you're trying to fill the need. So I hope that helps. I also, on the team page, just posted a great document that has a lot of common objections. So I would use that. And if you guys have anything to share here too, please do. Anything that's worked, anything you've found successful. Have a good day. Bye.